nobody from outside bringing down the property value. It's these folk shooting each other and selling that crack rock and shit.
Well, how you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships. But we are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here.
Move with two chopsticks. That's so diabolical, man. What the fuck? God bless America. God bless America. Hey, yo, but yo, this world never ceases to fucking amaze me. Like, there's always some diabolical shit going on. And if y'all can see the title, yeah, we talking about the wisdom teeth. Like, it's really a fucking conspiracy. Is it a conspiracy or is it a real thing? All I know, in our body, everything is connected. And the body is always healing itself. So, technically, medicines and fruits and vegetables are the medicines, and the herbs and shit. Those are the real true medicines that they create treatments out of, right? That help boost the immune system to heal itself. Fuck the medication, though. I'm just talking about the fruits and vegetables. But today we talking about teeth, right? Teeth. And how important it is for wisdom teeth. Now, I always felt like this my whole life. No lie. No lie. When everybody was going to get their wisdom teeth taken out, I felt as though, like, it's called wisdom teeth. Why wouldn't the fuck I want those? So, I got all my shit, as you can see. But why the fuck would I want to take them out? It's called wisdom teeth. Fuck, I want to be dumb or something? Fuck, I want to make the same mistakes that my ancestors made? Hell no. Nah. Hell no. Been out this bitch. I've been trying to go Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan motherfucking God, shit like that. Like, I'm not about to sit here and check out my wisdom teeth. Like, it don't even sound smart. Like, why wouldn't you want to have no wisdom? Why wouldn't you want to be a wise man or woman or queen or king? Like, come on. Come on. Is you fucking shitting me? So, yeah, automatically, I felt as though this shit was diabolical from the rip. From the rip. I was never doing no shit like that. You feel me? So, we about to watch this shit. Let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Some definitely feedback in the comments. You already know we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. But just chime in. Let me know what y'all think. And let me know, is y'all going to let y'all kids, like, if y'all already took y'all wisdom teeth out, are y'all going to let y'all children take theirs out knowing this? Bit of information. I mean, like, when I let my wisdom teeth grow in, it was fucking painful. I ain't going to lie. It felt like the wisdom teeth was pushing all my other teeth together. Like, it really felt like that. Shit was painful. But it only lasted for about a couple days. You feel me? You feel me? I'll say like a solid week every time a wisdom tooth grew in. And I had like 2 at the top, 8 wisdom teeth grow in. No cap. Like, hell, I'm not taking out none of them shits.
God made you into a whole powerhouse. Your teeth are crystals. Please do not go to the dentist and get any of them pulled, okay? I don't care how bad that cavity is. When you are having a cavity and that shit about to fall out your mouth, okay, or it's just decaying so bad that it's switching colors, you're going to go in your kitchen, you're going to get some salt, you're going to get some baking soda, you're going to warm up some water. I don't care if you're using the stove or the microwave. Once the water is warmed up, then you're going to pour your salt and your baking soda in that water. Mix it very well. Swish with that in your mouth like mouthwash every day until that cavity is repaired. That's going to reverse the cavity. That's going to remove plaque buildup. The enamel in your teeth is going to come back. And that's going to help with gingivitis. Because your teeth are crystals. They're not supposed to be removed. Why do you think life and death is in the power of...
Now, Kaya, she be watching some real shit. So I know it's like kind of crazy that I'm live streaming, but now she be putting together like some real good videos to like stream. And she be bodying that shit, so I definitely fucks with it. Like, I definitely fucks with it. I fucks with her style anyway. But let's get back to
the tongue. Our whole mouth projects into manifestation.
We're going to get into an explanation video of what she means about your teeth being crystals and how important it is to not get them pulled. Just listen to this.
I had my wisdom teeth removed when I was 20. I had no idea. The insurance company had a $5,000 reward for removing my wisdom teeth. And then I learned about how your wisdom teeth are connected to your heart. So there's actually no reason to remove the wisdom teeth. They actually just pulled them out so they could get from the and then mess with your meridian line, which if you think of wisdom, you think of your brain, and then the wisdom teeth are also connected to your heart. So a lot of times when people get their wisdom teeth removed, they actually start developing heart issues. See how this goes? The meridians of the wisdom teeth are connected not only to the brain, but also to the heart. So then people start developing heart issues and then can't figure it out, but it was because they had a procedure in which was never supposed to happen, never needed to happen. And remember, the dentist industry is a break-off of the industry. They're fluoridating people's mouths, taking teeth out of them, x-raying them, and all of your teeth are meridian lines. So if you mess with those meridian lines, you mess with all the pathways of the body.
You know what's so crazy about this topic? I don't know if y'all have experienced this, but you know your insurance that's connected to your parents for dental insurance, it stops after you turn 21. They try to make sure you get your wisdom teeth pulled out before 21. I swear every single time that I went to the dentist to get my teeth checked, they will always say, you want to set an appointment to get your wisdom teeth pulled? They was like so on it. Like they did it. They tried to do it to my brother. They tried to do it to my sister. Everybody. They wanted to make sure all of our wisdom teeth were pulled out before we turned 21. And then it's the fact that also talking about the meridian pathways and the connections that it has to your organs. And you know how they do tooth canals or whatever that hardening is that is on top of your tooth when you get a cavity. They just drill it out and then cap it and cap on top of it. It's like the feeling and the blockages that it comes from those senses that your teeth have when you're chewing food. What if that is messing with a part of your stomach and not being able to digest food enough properly, which is causing more gut issues? I'm just really trying to make it all sense. This is just my thoughts and what's coming to me right now. Don't judge me. And America is the only place where they make it an importance of pulling out your wisdom tooth. And the fact that they get 5,000.
Like, when y'all think about it, every country call us the dumbest motherfucking country. Like, I don't give a fuck how much wealth America want to say we got. We definitely got just the amount of poor people as every other fucking third world country. That's a fucking fact. And then on top of that shit, motherfuckers is really dumb. Like, motherfuckers is really dumb. Like, we really got the dumbest fucking army in the world. I don't give a fuck. Like, everybody just fucking dumb. I ain't... Crazy as it sounds, motherfuckers is really fucking dumb out here.
$1 every time they pull it out. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Can we talk about why the United States is one of the only
Taz, welcome to the show.
countries on Earth of the 197 plus that rip out people's wisdom teeth? Your wisdom teeth should not be removed. In fact, a lot of the times when people get their wisdom teeth removed, the dentists take the whiz and leave the dom. These wisdom teeth actually create a very, very strong vibration in your head when you go like this. Put the tip of your tongue behind your two front teeth, at the very tip of them, like this. Close your mouth. You will...
Oh, I'm about to try that shit. Because I got all mine. If y'all don't got a chance, let me know how I feel. I'm about to try it. Okay, I feel it. I feel the cranium vibrating. Okay.
Hear that strong sound, that wisdom, and it vibrates your head if you have your wisdom teeth intact. If you don't, it's not going to happen.
Okay, wait. Can y'all try it? And let me know in the comments. And like, if you have your wisdom teeth pulled out, let me know in the comments if it works or it doesn't work for you. And did y'all hear about the United Healthcare CEO was unalive? I want y'all to understand the witchcraft and the shift that is happening energetically with the healthcare field right now, because these same people are literally responsible responsible for a certain amount or a certain percentage of the energetic density of this planet. Imagine how much pain, trauma, and low vibrational energy that the healthcare field is responsible for generating to keep this planet at a certain level. The healthcare, the insurance, the big pharma, how it significantly impacts this country on an energetic and spiritual level. Emotionally, it affects a lot of people. Just listen to this.
Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield has now changed its policies where it will not pay for the full duration of anesthesia during a surgery.
Well, given that news and the recent unaliving of the United Healthcare CEO, which is a Minnesota-based healthcare company, so I'm very familiar with it, I think it's a really good time to circle back to one of my original viral story times that sort of launched my platform entirely, in which I talked about my job at a Minnesota healthcare-based company and all the truly horrific and questionable things I saw from the management, the way they treated all the employees, the CEO as well, and how like all of us, the Gen Z employees, were simply over it. It was truly one of the most toxic environments I'd ever seen in my life. And I've worked at other companies and other industries since then that were not the same as the healthcare industry. And then they own like a...
Shit, I'm feeling like wow too. Like word is born, but Taz always felt like it was something like, what could I say? Like, I just always felt like it was dumb to take out your wisdom teeth because I ain't never want to be a dumbass nigga, like, never. So, as I can see, I got all my wisdom teeth. I'm not taking out my wisdom teeth. Like, it was never an option.
A million different like minor branches that'll do like hospitals or mental health or rehabs or things like that. It was crazy. The environment was so toxic all the time. It was like working for a supervillain.
And we're not going to talk about the fact that some of these TSA workers actually are seeing shapeshifters or reptilians or people. Right. It just looks like fake people that come through the TSA situation. I would say, in my personal opinion, the non-human beings that are malevolent, that are on this planet, are stationed in certain areas of healthcare, of law, of government, of just anything that comes down to the powerhouse of how this country is ran. They're stationed in certain areas to keep it at that same vibration, because as you can see, the people who are even working in those conditions, they're observing this situation and how everything is ran, and it doesn't make sense humanely.
I'm just gonna come straight out and tell you, this place is filled with demonic activity. I can't even tell you.
I love Mondays.com.
I ain't gonna hold you, yo. That last lady definitely looked like a reptilian too. Like, I ain't the fuck. Demonic. Look at her. She look like a fucking reptilian too. No cat. Like a whole head shit. Nah, she ain't from there.
I've been learning. I've been in...
Yeah, I know how I get. Okay, so getting back on track when it comes down to just the mouth and the wisdom teeth, basically. Let's just talk about it, like the witchcraft in it. And when I say witchcraft, you know what I mean? It's just a term that is used that everybody can fully understand when it comes down to energy work, occultism. I know it sounds whitewashed, but okay, y'all. So I found the video that resonates with me when it comes down to the power of your teeth, and I wanted to share it with y'all. It is from a person who is a Christian, so I want you to have open ears and take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. So let me just play it.
Do not script this video. This is very important as well. What if I told you that you understanding the Bible had to do with your teeth? Just hear me out. So I was in prayer this morning, and the Lord started to minister.
Yeah, George, I'm back in action. Can't stop.
To me about the teeth. Okay. In your teeth you have 32 teeth. But with your wisdom teeth, you have 36, okay? The teeth that can receive crowns or that have crowns on them.
Hold on, it said you got 32 teeth, but your wisdom teeth is 36. Yeah, that makes sense, because I had 2 at the top growing and 2 at the bottom, so that's 8. So, no, that don't even make sense. That'll be like 40. You have 40 teeth. That make more sense.
Are basically 24 teeth. The other 12 don't have crowns. if you divide 36 by 12, or well, by 3 or whatever, it gives you got 12s. Some of your teeth are tied to things in your body. Okay? Like some of your teeth is tied to your sinuses. Some are tied to the things, your headaches. You notice when you get a toothache, you have like a headache, or you have nerve pain that causes a headache, and it's just unbearable. So the teeth function, right, is to break down food, grind food, chew food, so what, that your body can digest.
Where she definitely is like intellectual shit, like no cap, like I'm trying to bag that.
Digest it, okay? Your body can digest the food, okay? If you don't have teeth, your body cannot digest the food. Also, you notice when people, you ever talk to an old person that doesn't have like teeth and they sound funny, because your teeth actually projects the way you speak. It helps with the tone that in which you speak. So, what else the teeth does? So this the other point. Your teeth also has a root, a mantle, and a crown. Wow, does that sound familiar? Think about Jesus says what? I am the root, and you are my vines. So you got the root, the mantle, and then the crown. Okay, the crown is your authority. There's no coincidence that that's what they call the teeth, that the 3 parts. This is not a coincidence. So your mantle, think about the prophets, Elijah, they all had mantles. And the crown, what did Jesus says? I'm going to give you the crown of life. So you have a physical crown in the spirit realm. Now that you know what the teeth does and how God has labeled it as far as spiritually, as I said before, your teeth is tied to all the different.
Right, because look, he makes so much sense, because I know people who are actually got like heart disease and called heart attacks just from like their teeth, just from having like gum diseases and shit like that. And the gum diseases sparked came from them getting their wisdom teeth pulled out. Like
organs and things in your body. Each teeth goes somewhere through the nervous system. And remember, we talked about the nervous system on one of the videos. Demons love hanging out in the nerves because it goes places. It can control things. They can move up and down. You ever feel a demon moving up and down in your body through the nervous system? Okay. So let's flip the strip here. Let's talk spiritual. Spiritually, your spiritual teeth. You notice you have dreams sometimes where the demons are knocking out your teeth or your teeth are falling out. You know why? Because they want your crown. They want your mantle. Okay? Now, if you lose all your teeth, remember we talked about earlier, you can't project. Well, what does the Bible says about food? It says that God, the word of God is our food. So your spiritual teeth breaks down the word of God and it breaks it down so that you can learn the word. Literally, your spiritual teeth. It does exactly what the physical teeth does, but it does it for the word of God. The physical teeth does it for your food you eat, but your spiritual teeth does it for the word of God. Now, let's talk about the wisdom teeth. Why do you think they call it the wisdom teeth?
Right.
Because guess what? If you figure out what your wisdom teeth, what it does is, if your wisdom teeth actually grows in, right? Your wisdom tooth will allow you to break down food even more on a deeper level. So as you get older and your wisdom teeth come in, what happens? You're able to digest the word even more because you have your wisdom tooth. And it gives you what? The Bible says what? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Get wisdom and get all understanding. Right. So when these dentists want to pull your wisdom tooth out, it's because they can actually use that for ritual. Or they can use your regular tooth for ritual too. It's a blood. You bleed. It's a blood sacrifice. So you need to pray.
Damn, you think all the people who got caught up at the Diddy parties ain't had no wisdom teeth? You think all the niggas at the Diddy party ain't had no wisdom teeth, yo? Motherfuckers again sacrificed and worked it on. Like, ain't had no wisdom. Fucking dummy.
Dear the Lord. Now, for some of you who say, oh, well, my teeth is already pulled out and I've already pulled my wisdom tooth out. God restores. Okay? I'm not telling you that your teeth will grow back. But what I am telling you is when you go into prayer, you need to pray that your teeth, your spiritual teeth be restored. You need to pray that any crowns that you put on your teeth, any crowns from the dentist, that they be restored. Any root canals, you need to pray that they be restored spiritually so that you can digest the word of God. Ask God to restore your teeth spiritually, okay? They need to be restored spiritually. So just because you've lost them in real life doesn't mean that you cannot get them back spiritually, okay? And also ask the Lord, to forgive you for, relying on the dentist, because technically God is our healer. They didn't have dentists back in the day when Jesus was here. You don't see any records of any dentists. Yeah, they had doctors and stuff like that. But Jesus can heal anything. But we're talking more about spiritual teeth right now. Now, the reason why I say that, think about this too. Your spiritual teeth is also.
Hell yeah, that's the exact reason why they're trying to rip all your teeth out. No cat. Exactly why. Trying to pull all them shits out.
Tied to your health, because your physical tooth is tied to your health too. You need to read about that. It's tied to your health. So your spiritual teeth is also tied to your health. If your spiritual teeth are bad, think about all the bad damages that's going on in your spiritual teeth. If the demons mess with that, it goes in. Remember, I said it goes through the nervous system. They can go in up and down your body. It'll mess up your blood. It'll mess up different things. So that's what the Lord showed me this morning. That your health and you digesting the word of God depends on your spiritual tooth. So I hope you understand. I hope it was explained well so that you can understand it. And one more thing, the reason why some of you get deliverances through some of these videos, what I'm just talking like this, is because Jesus' word says, know the truth and the truth will set you free. So just knowing the truth sometimes will deliver you from demons.
Have you ever run a background check on yourself?
Woo. I just want to bring my girl back on, no cat.
So at this point, us understanding the significance of our wisdom teeth being pulled out and how much, money they get for pulling out the wisdom teeth, thinking about it being called wisdom teeth and them wanting to pull it out and saying, oh, you don't need them, or, they're just problems. They're just going to cause pain in your life. Like, I remember being told, like, if you don't get these pulled out, you're going to have pain for the rest of your life. And, just trying to scare me into getting it done. And I'm like, what is y'all problem? So, I hope this message, like, I want y'all to take everything that I'm saying, and even if it's coming from a person who is a Christian, like, take everything that I'm saying and everything that they're saying, translate it to what resonates with you, and this message resonated with me because thinking about how everything plays as within, so without, as above, so below, the law of correspondence. Everything is spiritual before it is physical. So thinking about how when we take in things and we eat things, we use our teeth to break that down. How the teeth is connected to so much in our body and so many organs and nervous systems in our body. It's like, why would, that message we heard earlier about it being, crystals, like all of this stuff is things that we're not really learning. It's stuff that we really have to just search for. And I'm so glad that I'm able to present this to y'all. And I hope that it caused some type of correspondence or significance on your experience and your teeth and you just learning about your health. And I learned something, so I feel satisfied. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've gotten to this point, you know, I really do appreciate you riding with me along this journey of self-discovery and discovery about just being here on this planet. That's what I'm doing while I'm here, you know, like just taking in information, experiences, and learning and doing the best I can. And when it's time for me to go to other experiences, I will have this energy that I've learned from here. So I will see y'all on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
I really fuck with her. No cap, yo. No cap. Like, she be having some real solid. No, you let them pull 3 of your teeth out in jail. You bugging. Oh, I just read that. Oh, you bugging. You bugging, cuz. You really bugging. What you mean? Like, that's crazy. Like, nah, hell no. You ain't supposed to go out like that. Like, you really bugging. Like, it's no way. It's no way. For one, it don't even seem like they got the right type of doctors in fucking jail and prison and shit like that. So, hell no. You ain't pulling shit out over here. Pull his dick out and suck it. That's what you can pull out. Fuck they talking about? Hell no. Pulling my shit out. But anyway, man. This is definitely great shit. I'm definitely doing more sharing more of her videos because she be getting deep. She be getting definitely real deep. Word is born. Like, she be taking it to different places. I know my episodes is usually an hour. But once I get something a title, I just like to stay on that topic. Even though I just might, matter of fact, no, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna definitely dive into another one of her videos real quick. You feel me? I ain't even gonna end the show all early. But let me know what y'all think, bro. Leave your thoughts in the comments. You feel me? We can continue to chat on that. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel on YouTube and on Twitch. You feel me? And y'all already know I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I can't figure that shit out yet, but I will one day. Plus, I don't really like the way the live look. It'd be like still in that cell phone version. But she bugging. She be talking about all types of wild shit. What? She ain't realize she's underwater.
My neighbor Brian was like, yo, where'd you get this knife? I'm like, Bespoke Postman.
I see you talking about Bespoke all the time.
Here's a video of a real mermaid that was caught on video by an underwater camera in Australia. You cannot tell me this is a human swimming underwater in a mermaid tail. This is real.
Slow it down and play it back for me. And in the comments, somebody said, ain't no human swimming without moving their arms. This mermaid is gliding. Welcome forward to another video. It is currently 10 p.m. and I'm trying to
gliding though. Hold on, yo. Let me know. Let me know. Like, I know we went into teeth, but now we in some underwater shit. But what's that shit really just gliding though? Like, I gotta watch it again. I don't know about y'all, but I gotta watch it again.
And in the comments, somebody said, ain't no human swimming without moving their arms. This mermaid is gliding. Welcome forward to another video. It is currently 10 p.m. and I am trying to fix my resting schedule, my sleep schedule, because I said I was going to get up at 5 a.m. and record this video, but I know myself. If I'm talking differently, I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm just trying to reassure myself that everything is okay and my resting schedule is not off, because there are universal things going on right now. My resting schedule patterns is very irregular. I also wanted to let y'all know that this video is featuring my pimple. It's on my forehead, and if you don't give it that much attention, I promise you it will not bother you. Yeah, let's just continue with these mermaid footages and videos and just these story ties. Yeah, my my forehead, and if you let y'all know that this video is featuring my pimple. It's on my forehead, and if you don't give it that much attention, I promise you it will not bother you.
Hey, yo, man, women be blowing my shit, yo. Like, she ain't even had to say that, because I don't see no motherfucking pimple. I don't see no motherfucking pimple. She ain't even had to mention that. But she's still beautiful regardless. The pimples come and go.
Yeah, let's just continue with these mermaid footages and videos and just these story times, because, yeah, I'm feeling watery right now. So, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is a legit thing. Anyone from the Caribbean or with a Caribbean background, like, you've heard so many stories of mermaids, so many different stories. There was one particular story my aunt told me about how she knew a guy that fell in love with a mermaid. Unfortunately, that guy is not with us today. She personally feels that the mermaids took him to live with, to live amongst them. So, she doesn't think he's dead, but he's definitely alive and well with his mermaid lover. Now, this was back before I was born, so I can't really give you evidence about something I wasn't even born. But she recounts how every single day, at the same time, he would go out to the ocean. He would go to the beach every day at the same time. She never knew what it was. She would ask him, but he would kind of, I'm just trying to clear my head. It's nothing serious. So she took it upon herself one day to follow him. So Auntie Josie followed this man to his destination that he always goes. And she said there was something weird about that particular day, like that approach. She said as she followed him, she stayed behind so that he wouldn't see her. So when he approached the ocean, he kept looking left and right, like making sure there was nobody around. And all of a sudden, he had this little shell that he blew into. And when he blew into that shell, something like the water started bubbling, like ruffling. And this lady appeared out of nowhere. At this point, Auntie Josie was like, yo, I can't be seeing this with my own eyes. So he's walking towards the ocean, towards this lady. And he's speaking to her like he's talking to a regular, individual. Like, hey, how are you? I missed you. Oh, you're so beautiful. I love you. Things like that. And in his hand, he had a gold coin. She said he flicked that gold coin in the ocean, and all she can see were like fins that was like diving down to this particular golden coin. She also believes that they have somehow had a child. Like, she feels that this mermaid got pregnant. So the guy's walking towards the water, and the water is getting deeper, like it's getting higher and higher and higher to the point it was up to his neck. And she said eventually his head was submerged in the water. Like, he didn't come out for hours. So she got impatient and she went back home. Now, she called a few people that she knew, and some people believed her, some people did not. And she said when he was at his home the next day, she asked him about it. Like, hey, what was this? I saw this happen. I saw you do this. She said that man's eyes literally was like big as the moon. And she told me that he grabbed her, like, tell me what you know. Like, what did you see? And she said she was scared. She was like, I didn't see anything. I didn't see a fucking thing. I didn't see nothing. And he told her, do not tell anyone what you saw. He knew that she saw something if she's bringing it up to him. She said she followed him one more time to the ocean. One more time when he least expected it. She followed him one more time. When he was at the ocean, he had a bag with him. And she said it looked like the bag had like clothing, like essential things that you need when you're traveling. She said he walked to the ocean like always, and he never came back. Never came back. She said she went to his house. She asked around, like, have you seen this person? And he did not reappear. He has not appeared to this day. She really believes that, they were at the point of their relationship where he didn't need to come back to land. He didn't need to attend to his land life. So She feels that he has officially become a mermaid with his partner, with his lover, mermaid lover. One thing that really stuck out to me in her story, my aunt's story, is towards the ending. She said when he was walking to the ocean, that one last time she followed him.
She like gassed up, like with no words, no cap. She really gassed up, like she looking for a mermaid lover too. Like she looking for a merman lover, like. Yo, kid, blowing my shit.
He kept sobbing, saying, "Melanineth, I'm here, Melanineth. I'm with you forever, Melanineth." And she said as he's walking to the water, he kept saying that until his head was completely submerged.
It's the reverse, Ariel. I'm very happy about that. That's a beautiful story. I don't want to hear nobody in the comments, and somebody already in the comments saying everyone is carrying a 4K video recorder, but no one has a clear video of mermaids. Shut up! Shut up! We know they exist because everything comes from something. So anybody who got something to say about them not existing, this ain't the video for you. It's not. It's not. One of the comments say, my husband's uncle had a mermaid lover in Haiti, and he disappeared and appeared back again 30 years later like nothing happened and doesn't talk about it to this day. You know, my dad had an uncle that said the same thing, but it was different. He said he was working on the moon and he would always disappear around December and he'd come back around March. Now, I don't know if he's going to the moon. Wherever he went, he was talking about stuff the technology that's happening right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hold on, but it took like 3 months to get to the moon. So how could you leave in December and be back in March? That don't really make no sense. That's a cap. That's cap.
Feeling real bougie today. I'm feeling real bougie tonight because I have everything together. My sleep pattern is A1. I can get this rest. And I can get up at 5 a.m. It's 10 p.m. right now. I can get up at 5 a.m. like it's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah.
We're back with more crazy mermaid stories, and this one is wild. So let's talk about it.
I used to go up at 5 a.m. too all the time, but it's no difference. Like, you putting in that work and you getting rest. It don't even matter what your sleep schedule is. Like, time don't even freaking exist. You feel me? So you was putting in work when everybody else was asleep. Just like how it is at 5 a.m. Putting in work when everybody else is asleep. There's really no difference. Now, I think the most important time to be woke, if you're going to try to be woke early, it's like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is like the perfect time to be woke and get your meditation in, spark your day. Right? So you should try to aim to go to sleep a little earlier.
Mario Moreno, which is known as Cantinflas, was an extremely popular Mexican comedian and actor. But not only was he extremely popular and wealthy and just well known all over Mexico, he had an unusual obsession with mermaids, y'all. Like, obsessed to the point where he wanted a mermaid to be his wife. Yeah. So legend has it, one night he was on a boat or on a ship or something, and he was just out there enjoying his quiet time, and he heard some type of enchanting, soothing song that instantly had him mesmerized. And when he looked out, it was some mermaids, y'all. But it was no coincidence that these mermaids basically came out there where he was. Rumor has it that they basically chose him for a reason, simply because of his influence and his popularity. Like, y'all gotta think, these are ancient creatures. They've been around forever and they know everything. So they basically used him to, you know, be the voice and to put out certain messages. They said he put a bunch of different like hidden little stuff in some of his scripts. So after that, he allegedly reached out to some mysterious man, y'all. He told him about his obsessions and his wish to basically be in cahoots with these mermaids and that he want to be around them and marry them. So I'm assuming he was some kind of witch or some type of man that does magic. So what he did was he told him to get this home on the beach in Acapulco. And he also told him to get this statue of himself and have it facing towards the ocean, y'all. So this is like the real statue that is at his home. And he also had to place different like marine spirits and these mermaid statues all around his home as well. And this is a better look at his home as well. You can see how like he have all these different pools, which are saltwater pools connected to the ocean, so the mermaids can have access to come in. And rumor has it he used to have these elaborate parties and the mermaids would be the guest of honor. They would literally come and visit him basically every night. And now rumor has it that these mermaids come every night around 2 or 3 a.m. and parlay around his statue looking for him because he's passed away. And some say in the middle of the night, you can see his statue take human form and jump into the sea. And there's been lots of videos of people like posting up and camping out to witness, the statue supposedly turn into human form and go into the ocean. There's also rumors that he had a girlfriend that was a mermaid as well. This whole story was absolutely crazy, but it's very true.
Damn, some saltwater pussy is crazy. Like, think you want some saltwater pussy? Yo, you niggas is crazy. Yo, white people fuck anything, yo.
Y'all, this man had a complete obsession with these mermaids, and he supposedly made a deal, and he was connected with them for life. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, or if y'all heard anything about it, because this story is very wild.
I just want to say, making a statue of yourself while you're alive, that has to be some type of ritual. That statue, he probably put some of his essence in that statue. I said it. And we're going to move on.
Tell the people them say mermaid real, because none of them not believe from the channel, They're real thing, but you can't see them. Me see them, me talk to them, other people see them talk to them. A real thing. It's a real thing. Sometimes them come and then they all about.
So in this video, the woman proceeds to talk about how a woman came into a bar, and the woman was explaining how a mermaid came and killed her husband. And she proceeds to say how mermaids are real, how they look like you and I, how they look human-like, and how they walk around like you and I. Mermaids, I feel like there's so much...
Word, it's a movie that just came out. It's a kids movie that came out about mermaids. They like the little mermaid boy came out the water to like have a life of a real boy, go to school and shit like that. It was him and his brother or his best friend or something. They both was mermaids or fish, whatever the fuck. But it's a cartoon movie. I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. I just forgot the name of it.
Evidence that proves that mermaids exist. Even when you look in ancient India, they talk about how mermaids existed. I think it's such, it's such an intriguing topic that most people can't quite grasp it. But it goes into...
So, this is the first time I've heard, like, I've had a theory that they come out of the ocean and sometimes they walk around. In that TV show that they made that's called Siren, I was obsessed with it. I liked it. I watched the full season, back to back. The mermaids could come on to land, but the longer that they stayed on land, the more dry their skin got. And it looked like eczema. And the people who had the mermaid genes, who were still humans, they had eczema and they had, like, skin that would dry up. It reminds me of this video I saw. Let me show you.
This lady has been living in a lake for 25 years, earning her the name of the Indian Mermaid. Some people of her village believe she's a supernatural spirit who's living among humans. Her family visits her daily to keep her company and bring her food so she can eat. But why is this 70-year-old woman doing this? Sadly, it's the only relief she can get for her skin disease, which causes her skin to sore, shed, and become unbearably itchy. Rhonda is unable to afford treatment due to her poverty, so every day she wakes up, sits in the lake until the sun sets, and comes back to do it all again once the sun rises.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Eve on...
That was a fucking mermaid. A Muslim mermaid, because what the fuck she got on her head? Kimar?
Okay. And did y'all know that the movie Moana is actually based off of a mermaid? That's why she had that connection with that water. And that's why that water, she was able to talk to it, and it was interacting with her. Like it was interacting with her grandmama that had the blood. And she turned into a stingray. Yeah. Listen to it.
Let's talk about the Hawaiian mermaid. Her name is Moana Nui Ka Lahua. And that name sounds familiar, right? Now let's talk about it. Moana was the water goddess of the Hawaiian Islands. And the Disney film Moana is based on this Polynesian legend. And Moana guards the waters of the Hawaiian island with the help of these two shark gods.
I mean, that's a beautiful fish. If I saw a fish that looked like that, I might want some saltwater pussy too, I ain't gonna lie.
Like the pig and the rooster on the movie that helped
my
Moana.
Boy, face was good, face. Yeah.
But according to some legends, Moana appeared as a fish In other legends, she was half human, half fish hybrid, so in other words, a mermaid. And she had the power to summon storms whenever she wanted. And according to legend, she wasn't always the well-mannered goddess as depicted on the Disney film Moana. Like many other mermaids and goddesses, she could be mischievous and playful. But however, there was one god who could catch Moana, and that was Maui. And in the real legend, Maui is who killed Moana. Maui was a fisherman god, and one day she found him basically fishing in her realm and territory. And when she discovered that, she was basically pissed. So what she did was she took his magical fishing hook and she basically placed it under this big rock, which pissed him off. So as revenge, he caught her and dragged her to shore. That's when she dried out and died, because I mean, she is a big mermaid and she needs to be in the water. But it was said that Maui was a trickster god as well, and he wasn't going to take Moana stealing his fishing rod lightly. However, in the legend...
Hold on, for one, he's a fucking fisherman. Don't put God on this nigga name. He a fisher god, though? A fisher god? Like, that's some shit that you give one of your homies nickname. Like, you're my man, he a fishing god. Like, no cap. Like, come on, bro. Don't make this nigga bigger than what the fuck he is, bro. He's a regular motherfucker who love to go fishing. Like, he caught the bitch and let her dry out. Like, come on, bro.
And it states that he still respected her, basically buried her body and built a shrine in her honor. And where he buried her, allegedly, this very sacred tree in Hawaii grew in that place. And the actual place, Maui, in Hawaii, is supposed to be named after the god Maui. And that is the true legend of the Hawaiian mermaid goddess Moana. And I also find it crazy how basically Disney took this and made it into a movie based off this beautiful woman that was obsessed with the water. And they basically just did their own twist to it. But yeah, a lot of people didn't know that this Disney movie was based off a real Polynesian and Hawaiian legend. But stay tuned for more of my mermaid stories and tales across the globe. And don't forget to...
They monetize off of the stories, the legends. They monetize off of the stuff that's actually happening, the magical beings that we are. They monetize that and tell us that we're just humans and we're not magical. I'm done. I'm just really trying to have my persona of having everything together. You know.
And she said, God's gonna travel. He said, oh, we in the water. We're in the water, we're in the water. God's gonna travel the water.
Just bear with me. This is how I keep myself. And I also wanted to say before we move on to the next video, Kennedy Jack, keep doing your big one on these mermaid stories because I'm really loving it. You know, us as you know what we are. You should be able to find her YouTube channel if you just look it up. I love it. Much success to everything that you create.
Absolutely. This is the long-awaited mermaid encounter. Grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, because this one's a good one. So this story was told to me by my uncle, so that would make him a direct descendant of all of this. Keep in mind that my uncle is my father's half-brother. They share the same dad, but do not have the same mother. So this would have happened to my uncle's great-great-grandmother. We'll call her Mary. So Mary would often go to this body of water to fetch water. And mind you, she would go often and nothing would ever happen up until this one time. So Mary went as regular, put her bucket down and starts filling it up until she starts to hear singing and sirens. But this is broad daylight, so where is this coming from? So Mary starts to look around, just trying to figure out where the singing is coming from. Then the singing just kind of intensifies. So really, now at this point, she kind of like gets this feeling in her body that she has to go towards the singing. So Mary drops the bucket, gets in the water, and just starts swimming away. Just, I guess, trying to get closer and closer to the beautiful melody that she was hearing. So when she finally gets to a point, she stops and she looks back and realizes she is quite literally almost in the middle of this body of water. So as Mary realizes that and wants to So as Mary realizes that she is dead in the middle of this body of water, she starts to realize, okay, well, maybe I should make my way back to shore. So as Mary starts swimming and making her way back to where her bucket was, she suddenly feels something grab her feet suddenly and yank her underneath the water. So within everything happening in fast motion, Mary would freak out. Mary would freak out and just starts to fight whatever it was around her. Keep in mind, Mary wasn't fighting one creature off of her. She was actually fighting multiple creatures off of her. And Mary recalls, as she's fighting for her life, it is as though these creatures are communicating with her telepathically, because she can almost hear them tell her, calm down, relax, stop fighting. It's going to be okay. That Mary realizes that within all of this tussle, that somehow she was still able to breathe. So some way, somehow, Mary was able to calm herself down and look around her and seeing that she was actually surrounded by 4 sea creatures. And these sea creatures, when Mary would come back to talk about her experiences, she described them as being half human and half fish. So after Mary calms down, they communicate to her that it is her time. She has a job to do, she has work to complete, so it's time to get started on her training. Mary, being extremely confused, would try to run away because this is wild. To which she would describe them swimming much faster than her because they caught up to her the second she even thought about running away. They would grab her and told her that she can no longer run away from her responsibilities. If she does not come and fulfill her duties, she is going to live a very, very difficult life. To which Mary would allow these creatures to take her. Now, if you guys want the full story about where Mary went, what she saw in that time, and what it was like down under for her, then you guys need to head over to my YouTube channel, because
say no more. We're gonna sign these papers right here. Say no more. Say no more. Say no more.
Yeah,
we going. Let's go, y'all.
Do you know the U.S. Solar Company's nasty little...
Like, for real, though, that was a hell of a teaser. Let's get to the point.
To which they would say that you are overdue for your service. We have been looking for you, and we have been wanting you to come to the water to take on your duties. It is time. Mary, being extremely confused, would look around and try to run away, to which they would go, grab Mary, and tell her, unfortunately, it is time to do your duty. They would then take Marie, escort her, and swim. And mind you, Marie explained that the swimming was happening extremely fast. So when they grabbed her arm to swim away with her, it was happening extremely fast. So it seemed like they were going 100 miles per hour easy. So they finally reached a place, to which Marie, when she came back and she explained what happened to her to everybody, she explained this place to be extremely beautiful. She said that it seemed like it was like a city underneath the ground. There were certain places where it was clear that it was being used for magic. There were other places where it seemed like, okay, maybe these creatures resided there. It seems like there were palaces. She described it to be literally one of the most beautiful places that she had ever experienced. Not only that, but she also recalled it to be very, very peaceful. So as she is under there, she has no idea her concept of time. All of that is completely gone from her, okay? So she doesn't know how long she's been there. So they get started right away. One of the mermaids approached her and told her, hey, so basically we have an assignment for you. But first you have to learn magic. To which she was then escorted to the next part of the ocean, to which she had to do magic. She had to practice magic. And she would meet those mermaids that would tell her all of these deep and dark secrets about voodoo, magic, and everything, all of the above. Describes seeing different creatures of mermaids underneath the water. She describes some of them to be extremely, extremely ugly. They're very hard to look at, it's a jump scare. And she describes some of them to be extremely, extremely alluring and beautiful. So it depends on where you go. So while she was underneath the water, she was forced to go through different parts of the water to, for her training purposes. And the different places that she would travel underneath the water, she would say, much like humans, the mermaids were also different. So if you go to this specific part of the water, you might encounter more greenish, dark, grayish looking mermaids. As opposed if you go on this side of the water, you might meet more actual melanated mermaids or even fair-skinned mermaids. So yes, they can have different skin complexions and they can look different types of ways, which is why it's confusing why there's so many different encounters of people calling them very ugly and people calling them beautiful, because much like humans, there are different types of mermaids. So she would proceed on being underwater, and she didn't know exactly how long she was underneath that water for, but she was getting all of the training. She was learning all of these new secrets that she knew she had to go back on Earth eventually and put to practice. So she said on her last day, or I guess one of her last few moments, I guess you can say, down under or in the sea, a mermaid approached her and told her that you have to go meet the queen. The queen would be La Sirene, or I guess Mama Wata. So they told her that you have to go meet La Sirene, to which they would take her hand and of course swim hundreds of miles per hour so she can meet this queen. So she gets to this palace and she explains it to be extremely beautiful. And this lady welcomed her with the most welcoming hug and said, "Welcome home, daughter. We have been expecting you." So they spoke and she told her about her duties. She told her that she had a purpose, and she told her that she had stuff to accomplish and that she had to accomplish it in this lifetime as a human. So she was given different tasks, various tasks, and she was sent back to the human world. But get this, you guys. When she came back to that original spot where she was fighting the mermaids, this time she came back with a high chair, with a cane, and with a book of instructions. She would make her way back to shore, but something strange happened, because when she made her way back to shore, she noticed that everything looks very different. So, cool. She tried using muscle memory and still managed to make her way back home. So in Haiti, people don't really move around like that. So it would be pretty normal if somebody just goes missing for like a certain period of time and you come back home and that your home would still exist. Because people in Haiti, once you buy land, that is your land, right? She would return and make her way back home. Except when she made her way back home and knocked on the door, someone opened the door and everybody was shocked. Because Marie, what the hell are you doing here? Everybody back on Earth, while Marie was down under, having no concept of time, back on Earth, people were worried sick because they were afraid that Mary had gotten kidnapped or something awful and horrible had actually happened to Marie. And it had actually been 7 years since Mary has been gone. So, on this random day that...
7 years? Damn. $7 years, though? The fuck?
Mary comes knocking on the door, and they would open the door. Obviously, this was very, very, very shocking. Mary was back. Mary came back and she was very different. From there, she kind of became an outcast in her family because, like, you're kind of doing voodoo, like, you're doing a lot of stuff. Right, but from when she was underneath the water, the mermaids would then tell her that after her training and after she goes back to Earth, they would actually never take her again. Anytime they would need to communicate with Mary, they would just come through her dreams. So throughout Mary's life, she would continue having a series of dreams about mermaids, and this is how they would come to her, telling her the different assignments that she had to do. So Mary would go on and live her life as a high priestess, the highest priestess of that family generation of the time. So if you guys enjoyed this story, please let me know. I tried not to make this long. This is my first, YouTube story time, so I'm nervous as fuck. But welcome to my YouTube channel, you guys. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure you are subscribing if you like these spooky stories, because this YouTube page, I'm about to start dropping all the voodoo stories, all the Lugau stories, all the mermaid.
Yeah, shooketh. We get sold mermaid TV shows and movies, and I just wanted to say I'm grateful for her sharing this story, because she didn't have to, and also just showing a part of the magic that is in this world and the different layers of things that's going on right now, and even just that's been going on with the great this is an old story. They sell us this stuff in America and make movies and TV shows out of it, but it's people in another region that's experiencing this as in life. And these are memories. These are stories that are passed down through families. I just love that. Thank you, Rebecca, for like sharing that story. And that's gonna be the end of this video. I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching it, and I hope that y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I'm gonna take my butt to bed, and I will get up and edit for y'all and upload as soon as I can. I love y'all.
That part. Now, I must say, firm believer in mermaids. No, I wasn't. Am I a little bit more convinced than yesterday or 15 minutes ago? Yes, I am. Was the story fucking diabolical? Technically it was. Yo, like, how the fuck you get kidnapped by some fucking saltwater pussy? And then when they take you to where the fuck they gotta take you to, they teach your ass voodoo for 7 years and send your ass back to land. Yeah. Crazy work. Crazy work. I ain't gonna hold you. That's crazy work. Like, it's a lot to soak in, you know. Some extremely good mermaid stories. Definitely. But I must say, I enjoyed them. I don't know if y'all having as much fun as I am tonight, but the night is over. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Once again, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Y'all can hit all platforms up or just stay on your favorite platform, whatever the case may be. But definitely on Facebook, y'all already know, it's Tally Matt. On YouTube is, all y'all gotta do is type in That's Diabolical. WTF, you know, abbreviate for what the fuck? Yeah, that part. But same thing on Twitch. That's Diabolical WTF. Love y'all. Peace. Good night. Oh yeah, one more thing. Y'all already know all the music that y'all hear on my intros. I know I got so many different intros, but you already know that's me. So if you ever wanted to, you ain't got niggas ain't got a mermaid at home. Word. Yo, let me see that mermaid you got at home, bro. Well, shit, y'all as a lifeguard, so for y'all on the other platforms, I'm talking to somebody on Facebook. But yo, nah, word. I believe you. My boy face a fish. Word up. He just be like gliding in the water. If he threw on some motherfucking fish legs, I probably think his ass a mermaid too. A mermaid making honey turkey and cheese sandwich. Hey yo, he shot the fuck up. That's my guy. But y'all already know, man. If y'all want me to upload some more music, man, y'all already know. Just leave that shit in the comments. But I'm out. Peace. It create technology to invade the privacy. This is our land. We not from Africa. To make me laugh at you. Pull up in the Acura. Boom. You don't want me to clap at you. You don't want to end up on the news from these niggas attacking you. You don't want to end up with a bruise from a real nigga smacking you. You don't want to end up with a snake up in your chest like Dracula. Huh? Fuck that. Yeah, we done with that real rap. Time to pick up that gun. Time for that drill rap. Time to spin that nigga block. Pull up where you jail at. If I catch him at that Whole Foods eating a banana and get peeled back. First off, always been one to bust off. Now I ain't talking about no freaky shit. I ain't trying to get no nuts off. Now I ain't talking about no kinky bitch. I better take these cuffs off. I move around with 2 chopsticks. I'm trying to get that duck sauce. Fuck that. Jersey, the little ass bitch can't hurt me. You can try your tricks and throw them licks, motherfucker, them shits don't hurt me. You call your click and grab them clicks, motherfucker, little bitch, I ain't word. Ha, 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 ha. You ready to slide? Let me hear you say ha, 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 ha. Yeah, I'm ready to slide. Car in park, I put it in the drop. Poor ass niggas, they ready to rock. Better not catch your ass outside. You gonna what? Rock from ha, ha, ha.
nobody from outside bringing down the property value. It's these folk shooting each other and selling that crack rock and shit.
Well, how you think the crack rock gets into the country? We don't own any planes. We don't own no ships. But we are not the people who are flying and floating that shit in here.
With two chopsticks, that's so diabolical, man. What the fuck?